I I fall back from the dead figure in the metal armor back into the trench. The revolver clatters to the ground next to me.
My eyes wide and pupils dilated, sweat covering my body, caked in dirt. I rush over toward the fallen automaton thing, and I'm looking for a dirt eater. You all right?
He got fire! I'm fine. He didn't get me.
Holding a rifle in my left hand, and I put my hand on Dirt Eater's shoulder. Good, good. You'll be all right.
I've never seen dragon's breath before.
Curse under my breath. I look down at the thing, at the helmet. You know, you take that. It's a trophy of war. Gain your respect back. You'll be a trench raider once again.
Respect? No. No, that armor's no good. It'll just get me seen. Wait, respect from who?
Respect from our uppers, I mean. Even from me, honestly. I treated you worse than I should have. You're a good soldier. I'm looking around as I'm speaking, scanning the horizon.
The flames continue to flicker. Some destroyed bits of armor are now red hot, embedded into the dirt of the trench. In the distance, the thudding sound of footsteps running away, getting more and more distant, and the whistling wind coming through the trench.
We can't go back.
What do you mean?
I look over at the sergeant. Only he can call a retreat. If we go back, they'd shoot us or try us as cowards. They'd kill me for certain.
I look over to the sergeant and reach down, take his coat and cap off of him. Somebody's got to be the sergeant now.
I look up, terror still fresh in my eyes. So I grab the revolver off the floor and put it into my pants. They won't take us back. They'll shoot us for sure.
No. I'm looking back. I could put this on, holding the jacket and the cap. Might just make me a target. Curse under my breath again. What are you suggesting? If we don't go back to the burrow home, where else would we go?
I just shrug. They sent us here to die. Or take the trench. I don't know.
Well, looking around, we took the trench, so there should be more reinforcements coming soon. Just have to wait.
Maybe. Finally, my hands calming down a little as I stand up. I swing open the cylinder on the revolver, checking how many rounds are left.
5 spent rounds, 1 less round. Still full.
I place it carefully to be the next one. I look at the corpses of our enemies. We should resupply. I
Right.
think we've used most of the ammo, but they might have food, something. They might have a supply cache here too, but this is one of their outer trenches. I doubt they'd have much.
The corpses are eerily still, as if they're merely resting. Many with eyes open, looking up.
Starting to smell around here. I look in the chamber of my own rifle, empty, and search through some other rifles of slain soldiers, see if I can find some ammo.
I move northward up the trench, looking for any supply depots in the trench or officers' quarters.
Roll.
Fail.
Along the trench, a winding path. A scar cut across the terrain. A dozen little crates on the floor. Empty. Used merely as footing for soldiers to peer over.
Damn.
Switched out my rifle with another. At least, got 1 or 2 shots in it from what I can tell. This will work.
Checking the pockets of one soldier in the next. Total of 3 rounds.
Hey, what are you up to? Where you at? I follow Dirt Eater through the scar in the earth,
At the
sloshing mud with every step.
at the end of the trench, I kick over a small barrel. They got nothing here. No food, no ammo, no munitions.
Damn it. I start trying to stuff the captain's uniform in my pack, trying to make it fit in there. I'm prepared to wait it out until our boys make it here. They should.
Maybe.
I don't know why they wouldn't come. This is what we took the trench for. Move the line forward.
But do they know that we're still alive? For all they know, this was a failed endeavor.
Yeah. I guess I wasn't thinking straight. You're right. Looking up into the sky, it's gray.
The last of the sun on the horizon.
Oh, we need to prepare a spot to rest. We probably shouldn't light a fire. We'll have to deal with the mosquitoes.
Sleep among the dead.
Let them think we're one of them, huh? Hopefully.
Yep. slosh my boots and I scuffle over to one of the bodies. I plop myself down next to it and lay an arm across it, belly down. My pack's still on my back.
The corpse is that of a man younger than you. Expression of terror in his face.
I take a glance at the officer lying down in the mud and then move up to a trench. I lie down, belly down into the mud so that just my eye can peer into the horizon.
Studying the face of the fallen soldier. The bright blue eyes reminded me of someone. I close my eyes.
The last of the sun goes out, bathing the trench line in darkness. Long shadow cast. The world goes still.
My hand resting against the revolver, trying to keep my eye open as long as possible until sleep overcomes me. I can't hear you.
Oh, I can't hear you, Conway.
No, it's fine. Anytime you don't go.
Yeah, my breathing labored with every breath because of my pack weighing on me. I eventually fall asleep.
Sound of insects takes over. Then the familiar buzzing. The sound of scuttling can be heard. Pack of rats scuttling around the left gutter side of the trench.
Come to my senses. First thing I see, a fat rat on my blue-eyed companion's face, tearing off a bit of flesh. I try to look around.
The fat rat is strange. It has a shaved head. A nice set of fur all around it, but the head is shaved, making it seem bald.
I cringe and turn to look around the trench.
The rat, also shaved, at your boot, sniffing it, ready to take a bite of the leather out.
I give a kick and use my rifle as a support to stand up. Looking around.
It scurries off into the
dirt
dark.
eater.
Gritting my teeth as a rat nibbles at the back of my jacket. I stay completely still and look out across the horizon.
Go ahead and roll.
Fail. I wince.
Scuttling of more rats can be heard. sloshing around the accumulated mud water.
I wince as the rat bites into my flesh, and I slide down into the trench and grab hold of it, throw it against the wall. Little bastard.
Stretching and popping my strained back. There you are. I walk over to Dirt Eater. Ready to start the day?
Well, I didn't see any sign of anything bad approaching. Do you have any food on you?
One ration left. Let me pull it out. We can split it now, I guess.
I look down.
You know,
A rat stands on his hind legs, up on the rim of the trench, looking down, sniffing the air, keeping this distance.
I quickly turn and throw my knife at it.
Go ahead and roll.
Fail.
It scurries off, the knife. A good throw, but the rat is too fast. Then another rat. They're starting to circle. All of them with shaved heads. Staying just out of reach. Something that increased now. Staying further and further away. Just observing.
There's some
waste a
food.
good knife, man.
There's food right there. But my aim is a little off.
True. I pull out.
I don't know what they're doing though.
I have a bayonet on my own rifle. I look up at them. You know, I don't know if I like this. Situation feels off.
A ways
Whatever.
a ways up and down the trench, more rats accumulate, hiding behind the rotten wood support beams, peeking out. A set of eyes, then another set, then a stranger set, a set of eyes wider apart than those of a rat. Something scuttles in the mud, something bigger.
I reach, placing my hand on the handle of the revolver. Did you see that? I point.
Yes. That does not look good. Look, maybe we can scare them off. If we try to get away, they're just gonna follow us. We can't act like prey, is what I'm saying.
Some kind of mudman. It must be.
Think so. I go behind a corner in the trench and hide. Peer out from the corner, and I'm looking at it.
Or mudmen stand on the edge of the trench. They hold rats, whisper commands, and let them go. The bald rats. They hunch over, their backs dragging along the trench, leaving them covered. They crawl down to the mud and become just eyes alongside their rats.
You're right. They are mudmen.
Closing in from one side, and then from the other, more eyes join the pool of mud.
I lean back.
Slowly encircling.
I lean back next to my companion. They can be vicious, but I don't know. George was always terrified that we'd get attacked by Mudman. He wasn't scared easily.
Well, the way it looks, I'd be willing to bet we have ammunition and they don't.
Oh, they certainly won't.
Maybe one shot ought to do it. Make sure that the bullet is chambered and ready to go. Okay, I'll let out a shot. What do you think?
Hopefully it'll scare him off. It'll show him we mean real business.
I peer out around the corner, aim quickly, and let out a crack. Aiming true.
As soon as the crack of the bullet goes out, it begins to reverberate all around, and a conflagration of the mud occurs. They all stand up, pools of mud throwing around as they all begin to run away, scuttling away like rats, in a rather orderly fashion, not stomping one another as the enemies did the last fight. The bullet hits one of them, and they begin to thrash in the mud, throwing mud everywhere, mixing in its own blood. Guttural screams mixed with gurgling as the head goes underwater. They all run away.
It worked, but we need to change position now.
I stand staring at the mudman gurgling in the water, thrashing. I stand completely still, staring at it. In another world.
Come on, man, we need to move. What are you doing?
I continue to just stare silently.
There are 5 dead rats tied to his fingers, already half eaten. Tied by the tail to his fingers.
Grab him by the shoulder with one hand. Shake him a little bit.
Sorry. You're right. Yeah. We need to get out of here.
Yeah. Come on, let's not waste any time. I start splashing down through the trench with every step. Let's find another way out of here. Going the opposite way of the mudman.
I follow behind, trying to shake my head, wipe sweat off my brow.
Continuing northwards along the trench, it begins to veer off to the right, going deeper into enemy territory.
I stop after a minute. Okay. We're I don't know, 30 meters away by now. I don't know. It'll be fine. This is closer to enemy territory than we've ever been. But you were right. Our men didn't come for us.
No.
We're on our own.
I think they all assume it was lost. That trench will become home for the mudmen before one of these sides takes it back.
I say we keep fighting till we die. Every inch, every meter of trench we gain back is worth it.
I look up. Look you in the eyes. We're already dead. And shrug.
I give a slight nod back against the side of the trench and slide down. Start pulling out the cap and jacket so I can get further into my pack and pull out my final ration. We can split this before we go out. Hand you half.
I take a bite of the rock hard ration. Just managed to break it off.
Nothing like hardtack. Crunching.
Best food I've had in weeks.
Lean down and look at the slurry of mud and water and who knows what else. And lap up a bit of it. Good as anything else at this point. Stand to my feet.
I get up from my squat. If we act natural, they'll think that we're one of their own, possibly. But we'll have to keep our distance. If they saw our face, well, if they're anything like our home, they know everyone who lives there.
Cake my face in a little bit more mud. I am holding one of the enemy's rifles. Well, they kind of look the same.
I follow suit. And I rip the patch off my jacket, denoting our home.
Do the same. With some effort. Drop it in the mud. Let's go. Keep moving north. Plodding.
As the trench turns, the angle of the sun gets better. No longer cast in darkness, instead now warm.
Sweat rolling down my forehead. Itching from the dirt in my pores. Yeah, I'm gonna hang on there. I'm gonna take a look over. Fasten my helmet and climb up and peer over the trench. Looking north.
In the distance, a pillar of black smoke rising upwards to a misty gray sky. Cloudy gray sky.
20. I crawl back down. Something's gone down over there. Smoke.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess we should figure out what it is.
Not much choice. Keep going.
It's either this or get eaten by mudmen.
The trench splits and I take a left. I think this will get us to the smoke.
A smaller communication trench. Much thinner, not made for men to fight in, merely to connect two trench systems. Barely enough space for a man's shoulders to go through. Need to go sideways.
leveling my rifle right in front of me. Carefully, quietly, every step.
I, behind, keep my hand on his shoulder as we make our way through the trench.
A dozen meters forward, pair of skulls, a little alcove on the dirt dug out for them. Two skulls with their jaws hinged open, seem as if they're laughing. Another pair of unfortunate souls.
Peering over his shoulder, I grab him to stop. It must be some kind of ward.
What?
To keep out, or to keep out intruders, or to curse us or something.
Look at the skulls carefully. I don't know. The dead are dead. We're going to be dead anyway. What does it matter?
I nod. We already died. But I don't want my soul to be cursed.
Then we go back. We'll find another way.
I shift my head as I start walking the other direction.
Follow behind. Rifle in front of me. Squinting to see properly. In the shadows of the narrow trench.
I'm sorry. I know it's stupid superstition. I wring my hands as we walk.
Dirt Eater, what is your real name?
That guy died too. Doesn't matter anymore.
Fair. Following behind. You lead the way this time. Your idea. Change course.
I understand.
Smelling the air. Hang on.
The communication trench is neatly back to the main trench.
I turn towards the split that we didn't go down. I take a breath and begin marching forward.
Smell of the smoke is stronger, I think.
After a few hundred meters, a sign of life. Tracks in the mud. Just enough to see the gripping side of the boots on the edges. Something's been moving there.
People have walked this trench.
So, what'd you say? Did you notice something?
People have walked to this trench. I lean down and touch the boot print.
I see. We're closer to the end then. Unless, like you said, we can blend in. I lean down and reapply some mud to my face and arms.
Don't do too much. You might think you're a mud man. Shoot you on sight.
Yeah.
Give a smile.
Another 100 meters down, the trench splits 3 ways. The one that goes down to the right, a little sign says Outlook Outpost 13. And the other sign continues to the inner cordon. And where you guys came from, the outer cordon.
That might be where their burrow home is. If
Go ahead.
if we can,
What are you thinking?
if we can infiltrate their burrow home, we could. I don't know. What are we doing here?
This is crazy. But I was kind of thinking the same thing. It might be safer to just go right into the heart of it. Act like we're one of them. And if we die, we die.
Okay. I step towards the inner cordon and begin making my way through that trench, stepping carefully.
Continuing on the way, the trench becomes more well maintained. The port beams no longer rotten, and the structure more uniform or straight, no longer drawn out by decades of mud accumulating. It even becomes dry, a tarp laying over the bottom of the trench. And as the path continues, the sides of the trench even become carved in cooked mud, artistic symbols, machine gun, soldiers marching, all finely carved.
And tracing the carvings as I'm walking through. Then I pull my hand down and try to act more natural. Straighten my back.
I stand staring.
One of them now.
Staring at the carvings. It's been so many years since anyone let me into a burrow home.
Yeah. This is our burrow home now, for all intents and purposes. Hey, before we absolutely lose our minds and go in there and risk everything, I stop in my tracks. What do you think happens when we die? Think there's a heaven? Do you think we keep on fighting? More trenches?
I hope there's a heaven. But I think we're just probably reborn back into this mess again.
There's a heaven. I think you've earned it. And if we're reborn, well, you'll be born into a better burrow home.
Or I look back.
That's what I think.
I look back into your eyes. Or we're dead and we're just living in hell now.
I find myself laughing before I realize it. Yeah, maybe. Alright, let's go. Walking ahead.
100 meters down the path, a set of barricades and sandbags, a checkpoint, usually manned, but no sign of movement or anything in it.
Nobody's here. Maybe this is a good thing.
Maybe our trench sent other forces against them. Maybe we were just a part of it. didn't think we had that many trenchmen, though.
You know, I often wonder what command is thinking. The priests and all the commanders and all that. And I walk on through the checkpoint. Not for us to know, I guess.
Bent open tin cans. A small circle on the floor for fighting, and nailed to the side of the trench a set of roll of paper. Has a small photograph depicting a squad very recently taken. The sepia not yet seeping into the picture, and a set of words saying that the Mark Squad and its 7 men have gone out to secure the outer trenches, and that whatever newer squad there to protect the border, remember them. Your squad took place, and Mark's squad didn't come back.
Hand on the paper as I'm reading. You seeing this, Dirt Eater?
Those are the men we killed, right?
Yeah.
I reach forward and rip the picture off the wall. Stuff it into my pocket. Hopefully they're out of this hell now.
Whereas I was relaxed, acting natural before, I'm crouching again, trying to be quieter. Keep going. Keep moving.
I take the lead, crouch down. Just step where I step, okay? I don't know that blending in here is going to help.
Yeah.
As I quietly make my way down the trench.
Past the checkpoint, the trenches become crisscrossed over the terrain. At the center mounds, farms, the plants growing in their sunlight, even fences. Everything seems really lived in. People have moved here recently. And then the first silhouette of a person crossing from one trench to the other. Not wearing uniform. Just a civilian. An old man. Carrying heavy farm tools.
They're so poorly defended. There's no soldiers here.
It's act natural. We're some hungry soldiers, right? We'll just ask him for some food. I sneak forward, getting closer to the farm and the old man.
Staring at a berry bush on the edge of the farm, I make my way forward, slowly.
Strawberries growing among the very spread out bush growing along wires.
You know what? You lead the way. Go ahead, Dirt.
As I get close to the open field, I get down and crawl forward slowly into the bush, using it as cover.
Go ahead, roll.
Following suit.
Success.
Along the even crawling atop the trenches, one can see through a vantage point in the distance some smoke from the center of the burrow home. Dozens of people walking around, all of them women, some other old man, men too young to fight. Seems that this trench has spent all of their soldiers. That last-ditch attempt.
Too distracted, I roll over under the bush and start stuffing my face with the precious sweet food.
Your taste buds so to grab food. Tastes overwhelmingly sweet.
I crawl up next to it, grab one strawberry, and I'm looking ahead. Hey, I think their soldiers are gone. That last fight, I think that was it.
I'm doing something. Yeah.
Put the strawberry in my mouth, just half of it, savoring the taste.
You think they'd be dumb enough to send all their people in an assault?
Well, maybe they were weaker than we thought. Man is like an animal. When he's backed into a corner, he'll do anything. Just... wow. All this time we spent fighting them. I'm chewing on the strawberry slowly. I don't see any weapons.
All their women and children here. Nothing but old men to protect them. All this food.
I slowly turn to Dirt Eater. We lost our own home, and suddenly we're presented with this. Like a gift from God.
And what reward would we even get if we went back anyway? I'd be allowed to be a spotter again on the edge of the trenches.
We'll be the new kings here. Not king of much, but
king of strawberries. I say, a red juice covering my mouth as I smile.
It's better food than we had. There's women. We can start over. I pop a few more strawberries into my mouth.
Besides, if our people came here and took this place, they'd make them all slaves. Sell them to the travelers.
Yeah. They'd be better off with us.
I cautiously
We'd
make my way start making my way out of the bush.
Following behind, whispering, we'll at least keep them as farmers and workers. Yeah, they'll be better off with us. Getting to the edge of the strawberry field, eyeing the women and old men and children.
I freeze. I think you should take the lead here.
Okay,
I've never seen a woman before.
it's fine. It'll be fine. Just don't freak out on me. Okay, we reveal ourselves now. Ready? Now. And I climb up to my feet, standing tall.
A couple of seconds late, I slowly rise, but stay in a half crouch, eyeing the people suspiciously.
Few sets of eyes look out one side to the other. Some of the farmers, most of the women pregnant, looking out, timid to talk to two warriors coming into the trench. They scuttle off for the main way, the main path, into the side trenches.
And slowly, not hiding at all. Wait right there. I have my rifle in one hand. Stay where you're at.
They stop. Staring off into the distance, avoiding eye contact.
I
The side trenches.
hide behind a particularly tall bush.
I get to within just a few meters of them and finally stop. Everyone,
They
come close.
step out of the way and into the main trench. One of them asks with a timid voice, "Are you more survivors?"
More?
I hesitate.
It took you way too long to get here. Speaks.
That's, I shake it off. We did what we could. We're hiding out overnight. How many more made it back?
There are so few. We've lost everyone. She sort of looks downcast. To complete this harvest. At her side, a bushel of straw with as much food as she could collect. Squashes, grapes.
Be hard on yourself. This is a good harvest.
But there are no men to eat it.
Standing right behind, I just silently wring my hands, looking around at everyone.
Yeah.
What squad do you all fight under?
I shakily pull out the picture from my pocket.
Sort of leans forward. Oh, okay. Not really knowing much herself. So can we continue? She asks as the tension ramps up. I don't know why you're in these farms.
I'm staring at her face. Her, my eyes locked into hers. Her, eyes a bright blue, just like the other fallen soldier, but I shake myself out of it. We just need to make sure everyone here is safe. Here, bring me to the other survivors, will you? We need to, get a head count.
We're safe, but not for long. You two must have seen our defeat. When the next attack comes, it'll be over.
That's
The devils that come from the east, they are never ending.
I scowl. That's fine, woman, but I need you to bring me to the survivors.
I was ordered by the captains to harvest. I can't do that. You can just follow, and she points down the trench. You can just follow the path there.
Fine.
I can send you one of my little brothers.
I look down at the little boy.
Hiding behind the
No.
light.
No. No. I remember how to find them. I look back at Dirt Eater. Come on. Start walking off in the direction she gestured to.
I follow, keeping my head low.
You're all staring at Dirt Eater. Get out.
I keep going, tracing along the sides of the trench with my hand, smelling the smoke as I walk through.
I'm sorry.
A few dozen feet forward, the trench slopes up into a small fortress of stone, built out of cobbled stones, some raised ground. On each corner of the square shape, a wooden tower. And from this close, one can see that there are scarecrows, just bags of potatoes with a helmet on and rifles pointing out to scare the mudmen.
Look at this.
I'm sorry. I know I must look weak.
What gotten into you? You were the hero yesterday.
I've never been. I haven't been in a. I've never been in a trench home. In a burrow home.
It's all right, Dirt Eater. I look around for a window or porthole of some kind in the tower structure.
Tower jutting out from the elevated trench. It is only 4 posts and a roof. The sides open for lookout and firing. Just with a few sandbags, easy to crawl into.
Start to crawl up out of the trench. Start crawling towards the structure.
Crawling out, the burrow home itself, a shape reminiscent of a crop circle. Circular trenches with little ways in and out, all beautifully carved. A single trench goes over to each one of the towers, and you can easily climb into it.
I follow right behind, gaining more confidence the further from the women and children we get.
At the tower, a clip of rifle rounds on top of a wooden table. 5 rifle rounds.
Stand up next to the table. Might as well put keep it in my pocket, my pants pocket. I'm looking for a way to get up the tower.
Simple ladder.
Start going up unceremoniously, wordlessly.
I look down at the revolver in my belt, but shake my head and begin climbing up behind.
The tower is a perfect lookout spot. In the distance, one can see finally from above a trench, one can see the different trenches cutting across the terrain, going all the way out to no man's land. The whole fight surprisingly close in this place, just out of earshot for the rifle firing. The eyes can see so far away from such a high point, such a rare thing in this world. One can even see just on the edge of the horizon, like the other trenches, your own trenches.
It's really something, Dirt. Staring out. All the empty trenches.
I stand at the top, too afraid to get towards the edge of the tower. I've never been this high up. I didn't know you could even build something like this.
They must have thought themselves pretty safe up here. I'm looking at other towers, trying to find the other survivors.
Most of the tower is empty. In the center of the Burrow home, they had to prepare an open-air hospital. Large tent, a wounded man, bandaged men. A few so bandaged that only their eyes peek out. There's about 2 dozens. Only 2 of them not bandaged, holding rifles and talking to an old man, an old captain, wearing a captain's hat, officer's uniform.
Looking at them now, and crouched down. They're all nearly dead. If we take out the 2 riflemen, we might have a chance.
We could use their own tower against them.
Yeah.
Shoot them both from here.
Shoot them down. Take cover behind this bastion wall around the top of the tower. You'd be invincible. Lost enough time thinking about it.
You're the
Got your gun ready?
You're the one with the rifle. Unless you want me to take the shot.
No. Let's not waste any ammo. And crawl up behind an embankment.
The difficult shot due to the
over.
distance. It's 10.
Aiming at one of the men with a rifle. And I Fire. It's 12 damage.
Shot rings out. As soon as it does, the people all around the trench room drop what they're doing. Buckets drop down. They all scurry into holes, into other people's homes. And a soldier drops down, one of the ones that was talking to the old captain. The old captain pulls out a revolver, ducks down. He orders the other man to begin running towards the trench, trying to take cover where they can. But the old man can't keep up. He's slow and weak, much like this trench home.
Ducked back under the ball wall, and as I chamber the next round,
I quickly work my way down the ladder back to the bottom. I jump off the last few rungs.
Getting down to the bottom floor, the man is taking cover from up on the tower, but you have the perfect shot on him. Ducking behind one of the trenches.
I pull my revolver and hold my breath.
His eyes go wide
as I pull the trigger towards his head.
Go ahead and roll.
The bullet ricochets off the side of the trench next to him. I quickly caulk.
Manages to brace. When the shot misses, he aims his own rifle down. And hits for 5 damage. Shot rings out and lands squarely on your left thigh, erupting in blood. He begins racking the bolt with difficulty.
I peer over the embankment, and I'm looking for the other rifleman.
No one else rushing towards the tower. Only the old man, the old captain with the revolver. Slowly and weakly, almost hobbling along, wounded from many a battle.
I aim at the old man. Fire.
Managed to scream out, "You bastards!" As
9 damage.
easily shot down. Bows down, face first into the floor.
I fall to one knee, cocking the hammer. I aim at his head again, and then with my other hand I throw my last knife towards his throat.
He tries to duck under the shot, leaving himself more open. Bust into it.
Hit 7 damage.
Grabs the dagger to just stab at his shoulder. With his other hand, he puts his rifle forward and he charges a last-ditch bayonet charge.
I leap at him, trying to get past his bayonet and grab hold of him with my bare hands.
He will attempt to hit you as you leap. Success, roll to dodge.
Success.
He aims the bayonet up, gonna hit your gut as you charge forward. But on the last second, the tip of the bayonet is not high enough. You leap over it.
I jump onto him and try and grab my knife, twisting it into his flesh.
begins to scream, tries to wrestle the rifle over to me to the side.
Already put the new clip of 5
Yeah.
rounds into the chamber.
Crit success as I grab hold of the knife and pull it out, slashing it across his throat for 14 damage.
He begins to gurgle at his own blood. He gets weaker and weaker, no longer even able to hold the rifle. Rifle falls in your back. The life slowly goes out of his eyes.
At the top of the ladder, looking down. Oh my god. I guess.
The knife clatters to the floor as I fall backwards, grabbing at my leg.
I climb down. Darth Vader, come on. I jump down the last few rungs. You alright? You okay?
He shot me. Blood spurting past my fingers, dripping down into a pool below me as I sit on the floor.
Right next to you, on the opposite wall, there's a hole dug into the trench that goes down into a burrow home. A tarp covering the entrance, but from the bottom, the tarp does not fully cover it. Two pairs of eyes looking at you, seeing the last of their defenders cut down.
I rush forward towards the tarp and extend my bayonet towards whatever is behind that tarp.
A woman screams as she grabs her child and ducks down.
Yeah, I retract it, my eyes wide. Frozen for a moment. Snap out of it again.
At this attack, the woman
Stay back.
begins running inside the house. Runs over to a table. You hear the scuttling as she grabs something.
Darth Vader, stay there. I'll find you a bandage or something. And I rush into the home.
The woman carrying a kitchen knife on one arm and her young son on the other. She points the knife at you. You've already killed all of our men, and now what? You want to kill us too?
Ignoring his orders, I stand up and begin limping back to the farm.
I level the rifle at her and stand still, finger on the trigger, looking around the home. No, I won't kill you. I need bandages.
Get out of my house. Go get them yourself. He's like pointing the knife forward.
I hesitate for a moment. I wasn't asking, lady.
Her eyes widen.
Go! I don't have time!
She turns a knife on her own dress, pulls out the size of the dress, tosses it your way.
Grab it.
I step down into the open, leaving bloody footprints every time I step with my right leg. The sunlight clouded by the sky hitting my face as I step forward towards the field.
Field of
Out of the
strawberries
way.
is still there. Right next to the field of watermelons, another one of squash.
Looking around. Damn it, Dirt Eater! Where are you? Damn it. Trying to
Trail of
follow
blood. Easy.
following the trail.
I lay down in the center of the field, spread out, looking up into the sky.
Following the trail of blood, the women that are harvesting before all run straight towards, and they shout out, "Oh, what happened, soldier? Are they attacking us? Is it the end?"
I
Give me. I need a berry. As I hold up my hand, I want to taste it again.
What? What? She runs over, looms over a woman looking big, looking down at, covering the sun, looking down. She narrows his eyes, her eyes, and reaches down to pull your jacket off to the side. Sees a dirt-covered shirt. "You're not..." is all she says before she realizes.
catching up. I'm in the field now. Dirt Eater! And I come up beside him, fall to my knees, bandage in hand.
Seeing Dirt Eater's companion, they all...
Come on, what are you doing here? Here, I can use this to wrap you up. You'll be alright.
I wanted to taste it again.
What? I start trying to dress the wound.
And roll.
So much blood. Damn it, so much blood just seeping through the thing. Completely useless.
I reach up and grasp a berry with my fingers. Before I could pluck it, my hand falls to the dirt.
No. I just grasped a handful of berries and put them in his hand. Dirt. No. I try to put one in his mouth. Come on.
Jaw hanging limp. Not even the instinct to bite down.
I'm motionless. Eyes wide. Tear comes down. What am I doing? What is this? Looking around. All the women running away. I grab my rifle, put the butt in the ground, barrel. I unscrew the bayonet off of it, throw it on the ground. The barrel in my mouth.
Shot rings out as the attack on the home trench ends. Are you gonna leave it there?
Yeah.
Oh, what a crazy ending! What the hell? That's insane. Did you go into shell shock?
I did not.
I can.
Um,
Interesting.
but I was like that. I have very low health, right? And so that one shot did most of my health, and then with the bleeding,
Yeah, the bleeding every
losing
turn.
HP every turn, and I was like, Dirt Eater's literally never tasted a strawberry before, so that's probably what's like forefront in his mind is like this incredible
crazy.
experience.
You know what's insane? Like you guys saw like the point of like all the war. Like yeah, like you managed to get to a home, and that somehow made the war even less able to be understood in its own context. Like the point of fighting is for the trench homes, but being at a trench home, like about to win the battle, it just made it even more pointless.
Mm.
Like like it felt
Yeah.
like a distant world, like an Arcadia off to the side, away from the trenches. That's crazy.
It's like our whole worldview is shattered
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
our psyche is just gone.
Wow, that did not turn out the way I thought it would. That was very interesting.
Yeah,
Tell me
I
if you
thought
guys-
we'd have like a couple more sessions or something. That was
Yeah,
very cool.
you never know. You never know when you're at war, right?
Of
Yeah.
course. The berries thing was super cool, and it just goes to show you should not skip the little details because they end up mattering the most in the end.
Yeah. I just wanted to pass the idea of like the trench punk setting. I really like the idea of like, oh, as you're getting closer to the trench home, the trench becomes nicer,
Yeah.
and like you have like carved on like the baked mud. Funny that you mentioned the travelers, because like when I mentioned the smoke in the distance, that would be a point where like the travelers were trading with this trench home. So you guys would see like these guys like on trucks, like wearing like heavy suits of like gas masks and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
That would have been interesting. But you
Yeah.
turned around, and I love how you played the trench punk men with like the trench men with superstition, right? Like, oh, just the two skulls. Another little detail that ended up mattering quite a bit. It made you guys not go to the other location, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys could tell that this trench that you guys were assaulting was very low on men, because I described a lot of like young like basically children fighting on the front lines. Like, this is like their last hoorah, last attempt to not get taken over.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
It
definitely
makes
got
sense
that.
now when you look back. But then
Yeah.
in the moment you're like, man, I'm just killing people to survive.
Wow, that was interesting. Okay, what did you guys think of this session compared to the last one? Because the last one was very combat oriented. This one was a lot just mostly roleplay,
I
and
like-
exploration, right?
I like this one more, but I
Yeah.
guess you got to do the first one to get to the second one, right?
Hmm.
True.
Yeah, I don't think the payoffs would hit as big if we didn't have those scenes in battle together, right?
Yeah, against all odds, surviving, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I've had so many like not campaigns, but that are just 2 sessions long. It's the
Yeah, this-
tension session and the payoff session.
Yeah.
Happens a lot.
It might just be a
Were you guys-
natural type thing.
One thing that I was worried about is, were you guys a bit like lost when you were exploring, like right at the very start? Because I mean, it's literally a railroad. It's like a trench that goes forward.
Mm.
I loved how you, David, you put like you yourself introduced like a turn on the trench. That was really cool. Like, oh, okay, where could this trench go? I think that ended up becoming
Yeah.
the communication trench,
Mm.
which is a real thing, by the way, which I think is super cool.
It is. I wasn't worried about overstepping by creating new trenches because I was like, well, there's bound to be one somewhere.
Yeah.
For sure.
So yeah. Super cool. Yeah, at the end my morale points got below 0.
Oh,
that's-
okay, I see.
I was like, nope, this is it.
You know what's crazy is my character has a willpower of 7. But
What?
I that whole session I didn't fail a single morale check.
Oh wow, okay.
Wow.
I just got super lucky, and yet my character is like an expert marksman, and I kept missing.
Yeah. Sometimes the
funny.
rolls just do that kind of thing, you know.
But it was kind of cool. I don't know.
Yeah.
So funny.
What do you guys think of like how deadly the game is? I think it was. Did it take too long for you to die? 'Cause I don't want to have a game like you get shot several times and you're still going, you know.
Hmm.
And it's like this session and the previous one as well.
With the mixtape rules base, I think it might be a little too heroic.
Yeah,
Because
would've
I
agree with that.
had low constitution, and I still survived quite a while after a pretty nasty wound. So
Yeah, could have
It
play
still
tested my game more.
it still felt great,
hmm
you know. It felt like we were there and all that. But yeah, with the base rules of mixtape, um, that's why I wanted them to be symmetrical with NPCs. It's like they've got like what 5, 10 hit points. I got 22, you know,
mm.
and I was taking a ton of damage from bleeding over time in the first session. I got down to half. I still have 11, you know. So
That's
I
crazy
was
because
fine.
everyone told me no, the guns are too deadly. You know, everyone like told me that it would be like that, but you know, this is why you need to play test your games a lot. You just didn't